welcome to the video. Today we are going to be getting right into this. I'm going to be testing out a possibly nasty new bleed build, because something kind of, it kind of got my attention when I was playing around with it, and so I'm going to test it out. Let me just set this up real quick. Obviously, I'm going to put this in this. Just give me 1 second, guys. I'm working on this real quick. Just gotta add tags to it because it's retarded, and this is the way I have to do it, unfortunately. Oops, get rid of that. That, and that, and add. Okay. So, what have we been working on, you're probably wondering. Well, a lot of people don't pay attention to this stuff, I'm sure of it. But I do. And I came across this one gear set that I was using. And I thought to myself, what if we turned that into a yellow build, because it has such a nasty bleed on it? And you're probably thinking, well, most people didn't pay attention to what I just said, but some people would automatically assume I was talking about ridgeways, but you can't turn it into a yellow. That's not what I was talking about. What I'm talking about is ongoing directive and turning it into a skill build instead of a red build, because I think running it as a skill build is actually going to amplify its damage bleed wise. Think about this for a minute. Bleed wise, it's not as powerful. It's pretty powerful as a DPS build, but I think it could be more powerful as a skill build because you could amplify its bleed effect even more. And the chest piece is what I was referring to mostly, because the chest piece gives you a nice little talent called Trauma Specialist. Increases the duration of your bleed status effects by 50%, and all bleed damage done by 100%. That's pretty crazy. So then I came up to my second thing, and I thought, well, what if I use this gun? Not particularly this gun. I have another one. It's got perpetuation on it. Headshots grant 50% status effect damage and duration to your next status effect you apply. Well, that gave me some ideas. And turning it into a skill build just made me want to do it more. Now, for some reason, I threw this on. I'm probably going to do this. I'm actually going to throw the ridgeways on, because then it'll constantly make people bleed. Okay. Now I've got to figure out... I just threw that on there for now because I didn't want to do anything else with it yet until I figure out what I want to do with that piece. I just throw something together just to look first. So I changed these 4 pieces of ongoing into red. I'm probably going to farm for ongoing directive again to perfect this build. And I'm going to try to find ongoing directive pieces that have status effects on them. And you can find them, they're just really hard to find. If I can do that, I could probably amplify the bleed damage on this and its duration by a lot. Now, some people are going to say, well, just use the momentum backpack. Well, true enough, but then it negates my whole idea, because the momentum backpack is not going to save me at all. It's great. I'm not saying it's a bad backpack, but it's not going to give me this, which is duration and bleed status effects by 50%. It's not going to do that. And it's definitely not going to give me 100% more bleed damage. Now, the reason why I say this, and this is nasty, and I know there's other people out there that have done this before with bleed, and you know they run the Ridgeways with Wicked. This isn't the same. This is actually going to be better than that. And the reason why I say that is because it's going to last longer than that. That's what my goal is here, is to make the bleed last a long time. And it is possible. You just have to put this shit together right. But I've tried it with the Memento backpack, trying to make the bleed last longer, and it just doesn't work as good as you think. I thought it was going to be good too. So it will increase your burn durations and all that nice stuff, because I have a burn build that, you know, I can have up to 40 seconds on it. But that's not I'm gonna lose my stuff. So you need this weapon. Not particularly this weapon, but you need this talent to be on your weapon, called Perpetuation, because it's going to run hand in hand with your backpack. It's going to give you another 50% for your duration. Okay, so now you're going to have 100% duration increase to your bleeds. Now we got to come up with the... Are you even hearing me? I don't think you are. Oh, please tell me you heard that whole conversation I was just saying. I really hope you did. Because it was very important information I was just spitting out. But in case you didn't hear it, I was referring to the ongoing directive, and I've seen people run like the Ridgeways, and I've seen them run Wicked, and that is a really nasty combination, but it doesn't last very long. That's the problem. The duration on the bleed doesn't last long. If you can make somebody bleed longer, they're constantly going to try to be healing, which means they're not going to be able to fight back. And if they can't fight back, you win. Guess what? The reason why I went with yellow with the ongoing directive is because I had an idea. With each skill tier that you have, especially if it's ongoing directive, it's going to amplify other things. Now I need to put my skills on. Obviously, this is a no-brainer. I'm running that piece, so I'm going to run the hive. And obviously, I'm going to run the explosive secret mine as well, because they both cause bleed. And I'm going to use the capacitor. So let's see what happens to these motherfuckers when they die. See the bleed? Look at the bleed. That bleed is a lot longer than anything you've ever seen, I can guarantee you. Okay. It's almost as good as my burn. Oh my god. I don't even want to know what I just saw there. That explosion was fucking horrific. Like, that did 3 million damage, that explosion. And that wasn't even at full strength. And now I've got hollow point ammo, so every time I hit somebody, it's going to increase the damage. But I like to throw a nice, subtle kind of surprise, kind of tickle their bums. I'll show you what I mean. There you go, guys. Oh, I'm sorry, are you guys dead? Where's everybody? I'm just gonna let him bleed out a little bit. You know what I mean? I like to kind of toy with this little fucker. Let him bleed some more. I could kill him, but it's no fun. I'd rather toy with him. This is none of your shenanigans. Oh, jeez. He's gonna come up all mad on the stairs. I'm ready for him, don't worry. Oh, we're getting it again. Don't worry, I got another present for you. He's all butthurt now. Yoo! He just swung at that, didn't he? Aren't we slap happy today? It's just fun to play with. I don't think he likes it though. I think I'm pissing him off. I just want you to pay attention to the bleed. Just a bit. There. Most bleeds would have been done by now. Okay, we're at 40. So the next time I put a status effect on him, watch. I just amplified my status effect by 50%. So that bleed is a lot longer than normal. Even though it looks like it ran out quick, it's actually a lot longer than normal. Even this one is. Most bleeds don't, they're gone before now. Okay, and I just did it again. Okay, I could have killed him a lot sooner than now. So we could do that, or where is it? I can put that on. And the reason you're probably wondering why I'm putting that on is, and it's pretty simple explanation. I'll show you in a minute why I would be throwing that on. But pay attention to my secret mine. I'm going to use it. Okay, that's definitely a first. I've never seen them actually kill a secret mine before. That's actually seriously a first. Pay attention anyways. And we'll be able to kill that. Those are all going to bleed to death. Your ass is toast. Okay, so the secret mine's out. Okay, so now let's try this. It should proc. They're creeping up on me. Okay, so I got that. So it's making you to be a liar right now. Did I put the right one? Let me just see if I did. Yes, I did. There you go. Watch my secret line. Yeah, it didn't fucking do it. Didn't it? Didn't. There you go. Now it did. My secret line came back. I think it's just me and him. Oh, let me just jump into the chat here, because I can't see what you're saying fully because it cuts it off. Just give me 1 second. Let me murder this guy real quick. Everybody's always running gun in this game. I mean, look at how quick I can kill things. I can throw a build on too that kills things like that. But I don't want to be that person that's always the same. How do you say it? I find those guys to be quite boring, actually. The ones that they always want to use the meta builds, so to speak. I've got lots of those. I can put those. You want to know something? You're probably gonna think this is crazy. I took the Lady Death. I had a god rolled Lady Death, and in my stream I deleted it. I fucking deconstructed it. I was like, it's a piece of shit, and I deleted it in front of everybody that was watching. I was like, this is what I think of the Lady Death. Gone. God roll. Gone. I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be that person that's like, oh, look at me, I'm running a meta build with a shield and a intimidate and adrenaline rush, and no. Gotta make new builds. Gotta make something better. I have a couple builds that I run that destroy those meta builds. Let me tell you 2 words. There are two talents that trump this whole game, and they're not meta builds. They're not meta talents that I've seen, because most people use intimidate and adrenaline rush. Yes, they were actually. I had a couple people fucking pissed off. Actually, I had a couple people unsubscribe when I did that. But you know what I said? I don't give a fuck. My true followers will understand. The true people that are following me will understand that gun is a piece of shit, and they know it. The people that really, really get into this game and know this game, they know that gun's a piece of shit. Now, the reason why, I'm going to explain why it's a piece of shit. It does put out a lot of damage. It only has 32 bullets, and here's the second problem. If you can't move, then you can't get your stacks, and if you can't get your stacks, then my apartment's going to do more damage than your fucking Lady Death is ever going to think of doing, or any other gun that I have, because I don't need to keep moving. I can be stationary and just kill you without the Lady Death. So I've killed a lot of Lady Death users, actually, and I've teabagged them. And I've actually said this in PvP. And I said, you should get yourself a better gun, because that gun is a piece of shit. Okay, because once I cornered you, you were fucked. Because you can't get your stacks. You can barely move, because every time you go to move, you've got something coming at your head. And that's the whole thing. It's easy. If you see somebody running a Lady Death, corner them. Corner them. Once they're cornered, they're screwed. And they don't see that. They think, oh, well, I got the Lady Death, and I'm going to kill this guy because he doesn't realize that I'm cornered, but I can get my stat. No, you can't. I make it so you can't breathe when I corner you. I don't give you a way out. Especially if I know you're using the Lady Death. I'll just start throwing distractions at you, and then I'll rush you, and then you're dead because your Lady Death can't put out the damage. Well, I've never actually had anybody do it to me, because I'm not usually. There was another guy in the game that actually we ran into each other, and it was funny because he says to me, he's like, "You're running that build, but you're not running the Lady Death," and he's like, it's kind of nice actually running into somebody that's not using such a noob gun. And I was like, yeah, well, I don't run the garbage gun, sorry. You see this gun I'm holding right now? I am convinced that it's probably the second most powerful gun in this game. This guy right here. The capacitor. I believe this is the second most powerful gun in the game. If not, it could even be better than the Eagle Bearer. But you see, I like the got a big drawback, and that is when you proc tenacity, if you don't get 3 kills or get a kill at all, and you take a lot of damage, and it ends, you're probably going to be dead. This one I love. This one loves when you run skill tiers. And I actually have a build that's interesting. Okay, I'm just running this. This is just a test build, but I'm doing ongoing directive as a yellow build, and I'm basing it off of this backpack because this backpack increases the duration of your bleed stats effects by 50% and all bleed damage done by 100%. But there's a build that I have where I take, let me see if I can find, I might even already have it. I might have it saved already. I think, yes, I think I did. Because I think it was this one. And I know it's missing. So I took a 4-piece striker build, turned it into a skill build. Okay, and I have a chest piece and a backpack on. Okay, what do you think I'm running on those? They're also skills. But what do you think I'm running on those backpack and chest piece? Well, chest piece is rolled into a yellow and it's got obliterate in it. And trust me, I have enough to make both guns proc. Quite often, actually. So there's that. And then my backpack is also run into a yellow. And I'm running versatile on the backpack, which gives me 35% damage to enemies within 15 meters with shotguns and SMGs. So, and I'm running striker. And it doesn't sound like I could do much damage with it, but I actually can. I can actually do a lot of damage with this gun, or and especially if you use the capacitor. And the other weapon that I normally use with this build is it's just a vector, but it's got Optimist on it. I rolled Optimist onto this. So this build actually is one of my most nastiest of all the builds I've ever made. Because first of all, number one, nobody sees it coming, right? Nobody really sees a yellow striker coming at them, right? All they see when they look at my build is yellow. That's the first thing they think of, is they think, oh, he's just a skill build. He's just a skill build, no big deal. Then they go to rush me and they find out that I'm a skill build, you're right. But holy fuck, can I ever hit? How can I hit so hard as a skill build? With my guns? Well, when you're running striker as a yellow piece, and you've got obliterate and versatile as yellow pieces, and you have enough crit chance on your weapons, it's like Christmas every day. All these guys rush you and get killed, and they're trying to figure out why until they really look at what you're running and go, oh shit, damn. This guy hits like a dump truck, but he can also hit like a dump truck with his skills. What the? Not too shabby with this. Not too shabby at all. Oh, I gotta put that back to 5. Because most people, when I encounter them, when I fight with them, is about this close. Now watch. This is a striker yellow piece. Like, this is a striker yellow build, dude. It's fucking insane. And the best part of all of this is I could just be a prick and say, screw these two things right here, because I'm using a, I'm just using a turret and a drone, right? I could switch this and be a prick and go, how about a hive? How about a hive and a, where's that fucking, actually, yeah. How about a hive and a firefly burster? Ouchie. I already feel my ass hurting already. If you're not familiar with the burster, I'll show you. Let's start this over. This is my test lab, by the way. You're going to see this mission a lot. I test all my shit here. Oh yeah, I've got shitloads. I've got more builds than a fucking BQ menu. I've found so many ways to put builds together. I'm not even done. I'm still finding ways to put builds together. I've got tons of insider
says whoever's posted in the old CEO's office.
Anyways, this is my striker rolled into a skill build.
Incoming backup request.
I don't like that one as much as I thought I was for that. So I'm going to switch that one skill up. I think I'm going to use this, actually, the Oxidizer. I seem to like this one better anyway. Oh, there's a big guy in here. I can see him right there. That's my capacitor, by the way. Do you see it? Do you see how fucking it obliterates a proc like crazy? Oh, he's still able to hit me from there. He's still a bitch. It's because of the angle. Because I have a little bit of reason. And I'm blind. Asshole. Just give me a second. I'm gonna have to go upstairs for a minute. Let me see what I have here. Yeah. Considering all my yellows that I'm wearing, it's amazing that I've got enough crit chance. But I found a little secret in this game about crit chance. A lot of people rely on 60% crit chance because they think that it's going to guarantee them a crit chance. It probably will. But I found a way to almost have the same thing happen with only 35% crit chance. For some reason, it seems to proc obliterate, because obliterate, you need to crit to get the thing to do it. But I found a way that at 35% crit chance, it seems to proc just as much as a 60% chance, crit hit chance. And that's weird and shouldn't happen, but for some reason it does. Which enables Striker to hit really fucking hard. Okay, so I'll be back in a minute. I gotta run upstairs for a minute. Alright. Anyways. Let me see where I was. I thought I was in the, let me get back into the live stream. Or I was supposed to get there so I could see the question. Here we are. Oh god, I forgot to mute that. Alright, so. Old headset. I do have a better one. Sorry, I have a newer one. Not so much better. So I bought the PS5 one. The Pulse 3D one. It's not bad, but it's not good. I've tried it and people complain about it all the time. They're like, oh, it sounds different. I don't know what to do. I've tried everything and it just seems to not change anything. So maybe it wasn't as good as I thought it was. These are my Astros. They work great. They're old as hell, but they work great. Oh shit, do not get in your own purple. Oh Jesus. Do not get in your own purple. Oh shit, they're going to do a lot of damage to yourself. Are you shooting at me, you motherfucker? Stand up. Here. Presents from hell. Get one. Nope. Nope. That's what I'm saying. I bought it thinking it was going to be great, and it's actually...
I'm moving! Give up yet?
There you go, shield's broken.
Checking for the key card.
Yeah. Yeah, no problem. It's
Looks
only,
like that key card is the one we were looking for.
only 9:41 p.m. here, so we're good. It's, anyways, this striker build is this. It's not something that people are typically expecting. They all, like I said, they underestimate your build because they look at it and go, "Oh, it's just a yellow build." They don't see that it's striker. They don't even notice it's striker because they don't look. All they look at is the yellow, and it's a true story. Most people can't read these days. They just look at something. They look at something. They don't look at the as the whole picture. They just look at it like what they're focusing on mostly, and that's why they screw up, because they don't see the whole picture. And that's the part they should have paid attention to. Kind of like this build. It's what they should have paid attention to. All they saw was yellow, and they said, "Oh, you're running a yellow build. That's not scary." Except for the fact that I'm running striker, and the fact that I'm running obliterate, and the fact that I'm running versatile as a yellow. It seems kind of weird, but trust me, it works great. And I destroy motherfuckers really quick with it. So much that I got hate mail for it. People were actually sending me messages saying, "How the fuck are you putting that much damage in with all yellows? Like, there's no way your guns are hitting that hard." Well, if you looked at my talents and you looked at the way I put it together, yes, it is, motherfucker.
Hostile radio intercepted.
Some people don't realize that. They don't pay attention to the whole picture. Only what they want to see. Not what they should be doing.
Vital signs critical.
Oh, it could be over here. Beautiful thing about people that hide behind
Agent
cover.
in need of backup.
That thing loves people that are in cover. I think they're safe, and then all of a sudden, they're not. Oh yeah, I'm a yellow striker though. That's not scary. Yeah. And then you woke up. Dead.
The vault's just up ahead. Immediate medical assistance needed.
No! Fuck!
You want to get back. You know, but I pack a punch. So sorry, bitches. So, it does a lot of damage, but yet it allows you to do some really good skill damage as well. Because you have 6 skill tiers. And you have offense, because you have your 4-piece striker. Then you have obliterate, that's also a skill. Then you have another skill that's versatile. It's like it's under skill. Like, people don't look at that though. When they see this, when the first thing they do, just like people watching the video, okay, you'll get, we'll say 12 people will, okay, so let's say there's 6 now, and let's say 6 more join in a second. Those 6 people will see my build. They won't look at it, or they won't wait for me to show it. They'll just see it and go, that's not going to be that strong. Again, there's that thing I was talking about. They don't see the whole picture. They just see yellow, and they judge. Instead of looking at the fact that you have obliterate, versatile, and your 4 strikers that are yellow, you're going to get damage from the striker. It's going to stack no matter what color you are. It doesn't matter if you're using all blues, all reds, all yellows. You're still going to do damage either way. On top of all this that I just explained, the capacitor loves that, by the way, because it gives me skill damage when I hit them with it. So, but not just that, but for every skill tier that I'm running, I get 7.5% weapon damage per skill tier. I'm running 6, that's 45% weapon damage just for using this gun. Then I've got the striker damage. Then I got the striker damage stacking. Then I've got obliterate stacking. Then I got versatile stacking. I'm doing massive amounts of damage as a yellow. All yellow, for that matter.
Authentication successful. Access granted.
I can still put my skills out, and they do lots of damage too, because I'm skill tier 6.
Hostile radio intercepted.
The alarm! Fucking division got into the vault!
It's cool. We moved the president. He's tucked away nice and cozy upstairs.
Holy shit. They
So
pulled the
I
president
guess
out
the
of the wreckage.
lesson for this would
Agent,
be
you got a new
to
assignment.
don't
Find out where
judge
the
a book
president
by
is
its
being held
cover.
and get him back. Sync Isaac with the bank security system. There should be a data
Because
center near
that
the vault.
that could be your mistake right there, especially in PvP. And I was wrecking people with it.
Beginning search query.
Like I said, most people all they do is they look at what you're running. You're running all yellows. Do they see that I'm running striker? They're not. Well, they can see it, but they're not really paying attention to that. I like people that try to rush me, especially as this build. So he's hiding underneath me, thinking he's all safe. Where's everybody? Oh, here we go. Here, hide behind cover. Told you I was gonna get you. And I'm gonna go like that. Yeah, I don't think so.
Search query finished. Subject located.
It's President Ellis. I'll have a helicopter on standby to extract them.
Lockdown procedure initiated.
That doesn't sound good. Isaac, do you have a way out of the vault?
Searching for a way out of the vault. 0 matches.
Piece of shit wristwatch. Okay, let me see. If you can punch through the west wall, there's a main
So,
tunnel running alongside your position.
I mean, I could
It's a
run
long
with the
shot, but it's the
basic
only one we
skills
got.
if I really wanted to. I could run with like a turret and a drone, and that would work just great too. But most people, like I said, actually a lot of people in this game, believe it or not, actually even outside of this game, even in real life, I've noticed this as well. People don't read the whole thing. They just don't. They only see what they want to see. Unfortunately, that's why they fuck up. To be honest, most people fuck up because they don't look at the whole picture. They don't think about things. They just act on it, and then they wonder why they fuck up. I don't know. You tell me. Same thing in this game. Same thing. People will criticize your builds before you even show them. They'll criticize your builds. They'll look at it and go, "Oh, you're using this," you know. And then, for some reason, they just automatically they leave, right? because they think, oh, you know, you're running this and this and this. It's not going to work. And then you encounter them in PvP and rape them, and they're like, huh? Didn't I see that build somewhere? Yeah, you did, but you clicked out and you didn't watch it. You're judging a book by its cover again. Anyways, I get a lot of that. Unfortunately, I don't have the budgets that some of these other guys have. I don't have any. Well, I don't have budget at all, actually. The PS5 camera. I'm not even using Streamlabs. But there's a lot of people, a lot of these bigger streamers, they have the audience, right? If they have 20,000 subscribers, they have the audience. They have the team behind them because they can afford to pay for them. So they can make their videos really flashy. I'm sure if I had a very, very good video editor under, like, on my team, I'm pretty sure my videos could look amazing too. It's amazing what you can do. As a matter of fact, my friend who does video editing, I've been talking to him about possibly helping me out with some thumbnails, or showing me how to make them better. And he also does video editing as well. Perfect to learn from. I'm going to get him to come over and show me some stuff, some little tricks and stuff.
Someday I'm going to retire. Move out to
I'm not saying that you shouldn't have a team, but I mean, when you first start out doing this, you're not going to have anything. It's going to be you. In this case, it's me. I do the editing of my videos. I make the thumbnails. I make the titles, descriptions. I do all that shit. I put the tags in. And there's more than just turning the camera on and shooting a video. After this goes off, I've got to go ahead and check and see what I need to cut. I've got to make sure, whatever I know as a basic skill anyways. Like, you see some of these other guys that are much bigger, you see how flashy their stuff is because they have somebody doing it for them. Half these guys don't know how to do that shit. They do, but they don't, you know what I mean? They don't know how to do the advanced stuff. So they have a team do it for them. Or one person. It could just be one person there that's doing it. But they always have somebody that's doing it for them so they can shoot the videos. And it makes it easier on them because then they don't have to worry about the editing process. Somebody else does. Whereas when I'm done, I've got to worry about that. So sometimes I spend 5 hours fucking trying to make things perfect, and
Hey kid,
I'll put a video out and it just doesn't take off. I mean, it's a great idea, but for me, I thought it was a great idea. For my audience, I thought it was a great idea, but apparently not. Like, I put a video out not long ago that was, it was tonight. I did like the Firefly bombardier drone thing that I tried out. It was pretty good. I liked it. I liked that build, but unfortunately, the video itself didn't take off. Maybe I'll try it again. I don't know. But what I'm not going to do is what I did last time, which was give up on doing builds because of a nasty comment. I've decided that I don't give a fuck what they think. If they're going to criticize me that badly, I mean, there's constructive criticism and then there's asshole criticism. And I was getting more of the asshole criticism, not the constructive stuff.
I'm really impressed with how well
When somebody compares you to a bigger streamer, that's not even fair, first of all. That's not even right. Because if I was as big as they were, I'm pretty sure I'd be okay. But I hate that. I hate when somebody makes a comment and says, you know, this guy does this and this guy does this. Good for him. He's got a budget. I don't. He can do that kind of shit. But now I've learned just to squash it. It's not even worth fighting over. Like, it's not even worth fighting back. I could win if I wanted to, but I'm not gonna. It's not worth it. it's not worth making a scene, is what I'm saying. So as far as the builds video goes, I'll do the build videos as far as I can go. I mean, there's only so many combinations you can make before you'll have to do something different. And I can think of a million different things actually to do different. I could do control point videos, I could do update videos. It's not like it's the end. But I keep finding new ways to build things, so I don't know, it could be quite a while before I'm even done getting through the builds I already have, which is a fucking lot. And the fact that I can come up with that many ideas, I mean, come on, that's gotta count for something. So this striker build that I was using, I run it with gunner, because you get armor on kill, which kind of helps you out a little bit. There was something else I was working on the other day, which was taking this away. This takes a good chunk of my damage away, though. But there was something that I incorporated into this particular build the other day called Perfect Bloodsucker, right here. Every time you kill somebody, you get bonus armor. A lot of bonus armor, actually. So let me just give you a little show and tell here. Yes, I like to use this mission a lot. It's my test lab. This is of all the missions I've done, because there's a boss on the second floor. The third floor, which is very quick. It doesn't take long to get to him. That's why I like to use this as my test mission, so I can kill him.
You're gonna need to get the access codes to the vault to
So
recover the item the hyena stole from Air
typically
Force
like to
One.
use,
Our
these two.
hyena insider says whoever's posted in the old CEO's office will have a
because
key
I was
card that
testing
should give
this
you
the other
access to the
day.
vault.
And it gives me an insane amount of fucking bonus armor when I'm killing shit constantly. Except for when you fucking blow yourself up. Oh, there we go. Look at that fucking bonus armor just stacking. So anyways, Perfect Bloodsucker stacks up to 10 times.
Rogue agent detected.
Alright, this is gonna be really nasty. Okay, well, let's hope we can beat them. We should be able to, but you never know.
Rogue assault turret detected.
Oh my god, look at the fucking bonus armor I just got off that.
You're on borrowed
Yeah, you better jump back there, motherfucker. You're on borrowed time. Get that right.
Rogue Mender Seeker Mine detected.
Oh, hide behind cover. I love when people hide behind cover, assholes. That's what my oxidizer's for. Now that I've detonated the hive, he's gonna come rushing at me because he's dumb. That's when I do that.
Vital signs critical.
Should have watched the throwers because their throwers are sometimes a little. He set himself on fire. What a
Agent vital signs
Oh.
0.
He just shot me with a fucking riot foam and killed me? Wait a second, what the fuck? Since when does the riot foam do that much damage?
Lost.
No, I gotta switch over to this riot foam. What the fuck? I don't see any damage on this motherfucking shit. Look at it. I don't see any damage on that. That is not a damaging effect. Wow. He just hit me with a riot foam and killed me. I have never seen that shit before. Wow. I want his riot foam. Because apparently his does fucking damage. His is a mixture of riot foam and some... I've used riot foam before and it does not do that. It does not damage. I just confirmed that. It just sticks them in place. That's it. See, no damage. Oh yeah, if you kill skills, they count as a bonus armor thingy.
Incoming backup request.
That's close enough.
Teabag! That's how you teabag people. Okay. Let's teabag in 101. So when you're in the dark zone and you kill somebody, you want to make sure you kill them near a car or a wall. And that's how you teabag. But no, I just used the riot foam to prove a point. Because he just killed me with riot foam. You saw the foam happen. So I'm assuming that his riot foam has like oxidizer in it or something, maybe. It's amazing what these rogue agents have. Like, this is fucking shit we don't have. Like, for example, here's another example. I don't know if it's the rogue agents or not. I think it is actually. But they'll fire an artillery turret at you, or a mortar turret, and when it hits you, it sets you on fire, and it foams you in place. Like, I want that shit. Where is that shit in the game? Oh, that's right, it doesn't exist. We have a mortar turret, but it just shoots mortar rounds. That's it. Makes you bleed. But some of the mortars I've seen from these NPCs, I want that shit. Where do you get fire and riot foam in one fucking mortar shell? Like, that's crazy. I don't mind that build. I don't mind Bloodsucker, but I don't think I would use it. I think I would stick to the other, especially in PvP. Don't get me wrong. I have this two different ways. I have this as a yellow build, or I have this as a yellow piece, and I also have it as a red piece. No, that's not it. Actually, I have it three different ways. Where is it? Yeah, right there. I also have it as a red piece as well. So, I have 60% crit hit chance on my weapons, 44 on this one, so I can afford to add a critical hit damage on this. Let me tell you a little secret about crit hit chance. Oops, I better put a different piece on there. So apparently I was already running on something. So the secret to this whole thing here is I didn't know this. For the longest time, I didn't know this was possible. Let's go to numbers first. I don't really care that my chances or my damage is under 100%. I don't care. Focus on is create a chance. So this gun right here, this has 60% create a chance on it. And this gun has only 44%. 44.6. So let's go see how often they crit. We'll start with the SMG. Quite often. It maintains this thing really good. Let's let it reset. And go over to my assault rifle. Isn't that funny? It can maintain it itself even at 44%. It still does pretty good. You want to know the really funny part is that 35%, it still does as much as 60. So that's damage, that's damage, that's damage. Chance. So that's the funny part about that is you don't have to have 60% chance. Let me see if I can run a build where I can prove that. I should have one. Actually, yeah, I should have one. Let's see. Is it this one? No, it's not this one because I don't have enough chance on my other one. Is it this one? Okay, so I have Obliterate on this build. This is another nasty build I made. Okay, so wait a minute. Look at stats. So I have on this gun right here, I only have 32.5% crit chance, and on this one I only have 20. So this one has 32.5. It's allowing me to crit with it. Actually. No, this one only has 20. So let's let that run out. Oh, targets are dying too quick. Hold on. Let me just get this up to like very hard. So they have lots of armor. I mean, that's not crazy good. Trigger it, it's pretty good. How much do you think I have on? You're probably gonna think, oh, you probably have 60 on that one, right? No, I don't. I actually only have 32.5% on this one, and Obliterate is actually triggering. So I would say the sweet spot for crit hit chance for it to go pretty good without being 60 is about what it is right now, 32.5. Maybe even 33 to be technical. But 32.5 seems to be pretty decent. And obviously when it's at 60, it's the higher you get it, the better it is. But the fact that you can get away with 32.5%, it's critting pretty good. That means you could focus on crit damage and not so much chance and still do it. Now the beautiful thing about this build So this here is oh, that's what I wanted to show you. So this here is my hardwired build that I came up with. I rolled 3 pieces of it into red. Chest piece, obliterate. These gloves, PTSU. Now, I got it. How many levels did I get there? Just one? Okay. Now, what was I gonna run? Typically, when I run this, I run something like this. And then I usually go like this. They just lost all their armor. One fucking hit. They were all full armor and lost every fucking chunk of their armor. What I wanted to focus on there, and I didn't really do it. So when I overcharge this and I throw that seeker mine out, it gets a very big radius boost, and I mean a very big radius boost. So typically when this thing, because I'm only skill tier 3 with this build, right? So according to this chart, when I'm skill tier 3, I do 30% damage, 30% more damage, and 15% radius. Okay? Now, I'm only skill tier 3. When I overcharge, which means I jump from 4, 5, 6 to overcharge, all of a sudden, this Seeker Mine that I was throwing out before is now going to do 80% more damage, 200% radius instead of 15. So that means that technically in conflict, when people are all together like that, the radius is big enough to cover that area. That I'll be able, when it blows up, it's going to hurt all 4 of them. Now we go with the Hive. Well, what can you do with the Hive when you're overcharged? Well, the Hive gets a nice little juicy jump as well. So at skill tier 3, which I'm running, the Stinger Hive gets three more Stinger charges than normal. 60% damage, 15% range, 15% drone range or speed, 200% health. And I overcharge. I go all the way down to overcharge. Six Stinger Hive charges more, 200% damage, 100% range, 80% drone speed, 420% health, and 300% skill haste. That is fucking humongous, is what that is. That's a massive boost compared to what I had before. So is it worth overcharging? Fucking right it is. The only downfall to this whole thing, though, is in order to overcharge, or sorry, when I overcharge, because I'm using the BTSU gloves, it's supposed to give my team overcharge as well. But because I'm only at skill tier 3, I actually only overcharge myself. That's one of the downfalls, because you have to be skill tier 6. It says detonating a hive refreshes your skill cooldowns and grants overcharge for 15 seconds. If you're at skill tier 6, then you will also apply that to your allies. They will all get overcharge as well. That's okay. I am willing to sacrifice not giving them overcharge to have more DPS, and then when I overcharge, I do a massive amounts of damage with my skills. I'm okay with that. Could you imagine somebody throws a hive out that covers like a fucking massive range, and you're just like, oh shit, there's nowhere to go, right? Because I'm only doing 60% more damage. When I overcharge, I get 140% damage boost. Now, let me see something here. I'm just curious about this. Where is it? Right here. I can't see it. Okay. I know that the sniper turret goes from 45% damage to 90% damage. And it gets 15 extra instead of 6.
Agent in need of backup.
Its rate of fire goes to 100% from 0. Do you want to know something that you don't see? Let me show you something. The flame turret. Okay, let's put that on. Let's put the flame turret on so I can show you the most underrated skills in the game. Because when you look at it, it looks like a piece of shit. It acts like a piece of shit. Therefore, it must be a piece of shit. But it's not, actually. I actually tried this out, and I was impressed with what a piece of shit it was, but the damage it was doing was great. I was like, wow, this really does some pretty good damage.
You're gonna need to get the access codes to the vault to recover the item that Hyena stole from Air Force One.
It gets insane.
Our Hyena insider says whoever's posted in the old CEO's
Before
office
I overcharge
will
it,
have a
let me
key
tell you what
card
happens.
should give you access to the vault.
So at skill tier 3, I'm only doing 30% damage, 15% cone angle, 30% burn strength, 30% duration, 210% health. It's not the greatest. When I overcharge, it goes up to 60% damage, 200% cone angle, 60% burn strength, 100% duration. Okay, what am I running right now? 1, 2, 3. So actually, wait, 1, 2, 3. Let me show you something with this. I just had a fucking epiphany here. Hold on. I'm looking at my watch. It's not on my arm. It's upstairs in the charger. Keep going like this. I'm so used to having it on. Alright, so let me show you something with this. So I'm skill tier 3, but if I take this away, I'm only going to be skill tier 2. That's okay. I'm fine with that. That means I'm going to do even more damage when I overcharge. But because I'm going to use the turret that I was just talking about, I'm going to use firewall, because firewall is going to increase my burn duration by 20%. Bet you didn't know that. Well, some people do. Not a lot of people do, though. When they see you go into firewall, they automatically assume you're going to use the shield. Not the case. So when I throw this out, you can see the cone range, right? See the cone range? That's it, right? That's all. So let's throw that out there. Let's throw this out there. Detonate this and wash that back. Now she's overcharged. Look at this shit. In Barbecue City. Oh yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I've also got this massive range. Look at this. Look at my hive. That's it. Game over. Detonate my hive. Get my thing back. Boom. Got it back. That didn't last long, did it? And everybody thinks the flame turret's a piece of shit. It's actually a pretty handy skill to use. It's not as good as it used to be, but it certainly does pack a punch. And I think more people need to see this, because I don't think they understand how strong it actually is. It doesn't last long, though, that's the problem.
Oh, great. Turret.
Hopefully, yeah, I'm using the hard guard, I can keep bringing it back. And you're thinking, oh no, it's gone. What am I gonna do? Oh, motherfucker. I got the present.
Gotta reload.
Hey guys.
Let me 80%.
I got a present for these motherfuckers, they just don't know it yet. Here you go. Oh my god, motherfucker.
Is that a start?
And see, the thing is this gun here, if I keep this gun, I don't even have to use the capacitor. If I just keep this gun out here, it'll keep healing me. And yeah, that's the other reason why I'm using the BTSU glows, because I get some skill haste on my hive. Now, I'm not running a full skill tier 6, so... or otherwise it would be like really quick coming back. am I gonna do now? I'm gonna overcharge. You dead? You don't scare me. However, you should be scared. Oh, I can run through the fire.
Serious trauma detected.
Oh no, what am I going to do? He's just a little guy. Now, rule number 1 with the fire turret. Do not walk in front of it. If you walk in front of it, you will find out how quick death will find you. And you thought that the chem launcher and the sticky bomb fire was nasty? Step in front of the flame turret and watch what happens. You'll wish that you didn't, put it that way. I did it as a joke, and I think I died in less than 2 seconds.
Looks like that key card is the one we were looking for.
Let me show you. So this is the ordinary barbecue radius. Right? It's pretty nasty, right? Pretty simple. Not bad. But now let's look at the barbecue radius when I overcharge. I don't know. I think it's better this way. It's pretty nasty. Could you imagine? Even if it's only 15 seconds, that's 15 seconds of just nastiness. Now, I can show you. I think I have it on me. Let me see if I still have it put together. It's not this one, is it? I think it is. I don't know what the fuck's going on this one. It could be this one. No, wait. No, it's not. Okay, well, I can throw it together real quick. So, instead of that, I'm going to run Eclipse. Actually, no, let me see. I think this is what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to have to put that on. Right there. So that. I think, yeah, here. Or no, chess piece, yes. Chess piece. Chess piece. And then we're going to run this. So yeah, yeah, we're gonna run something else on the chest. Okay. And then we're gonna run. Let's go put some skill haste on here real quick. Okay. So I'm gonna run the same barbecue thing. Except you're gonna see a little bit of a difference with this one. There's a pretty big difference in what happens with this when you run it this way, obviously.
You're gonna need to get the access codes to the vault to recover the item the hyena stole from Air Force One. Our hyena insider says whoever's posted in the old CEO's office will have a key card that should give you access to the vault.
Oops. Fire doesn't drop that as quickly on this one. Touch this one. So, look at that. My overcharge ran out, and look at it's almost ready again. Like, I think that's what a lot of people, they really underestimate this shit. They just think, oh, the flame turret, what a piece of shit. Actually, guys, that's where this guy comes in handy. That is nasty. What was that? Is that something glitchy or something? Yeah, let's switch this up and let's get rid of overcharge. But let's run this instead.
Agent requesting backup.
Okay. This is how we're gonna get the duration up on those. Because here's another thing that people don't realize. they don't realize that the Memento backpack actually increases your durations for everything.
Checking for the key card.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
No. $13.8. Let's get back to here again. Just want to get this up because I want to see what I can actually get it up to using this combination.
You're gonna need to get the access codes to the vault to recover the item the hyena
I'm
stole
not
from Air
even- I
Force
haven't even
One.
stacked
Our
anything
hyena
yet.
insider says whoever's posted in the old CEO's office will have a key card that should give you access to the vault.
There's no point!
The duration on this is 11.9 seconds.
Where'd they go?
There we go. Stack that up a little bit. Security movement, grab that one. And we're now at 14.7 seconds on burn duration. 7.9. Okay, come on. Alright. told
Serious
myself,
trauma detected.
and there's a little test of what I just told you a
Agent Kip.
second ago. Never run in front of that fucking fire turret, because you thought like I said, the other two fires were deadly. You run in front of it, watch, I'll show you again when I'm at full.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
It's nothing.
Agent Fun.
I just touched
Signs,
it.
0.
I just touched it. I just touched it. I didn't even stand there and do much. But the problem with the chem launcher fire starter is it doesn't last as long as what that just did. That touches you and you're fucking dead quick. But the duration seems to be longer on this one. Let's try the sticky bomb fire. Let's see what we can get that baby up to. Bet you we can get that up pretty good. I wouldn't try this in conflict though. Not with the Memento backpack. I would try the BTSU gloves because I've done those. Stuff like that, that'll work.
You're gonna need to get the access codes to the vault to recover the item the hyena stole from Air Force One. Our hyena insider says whoever's posted it in the old CEO's office will have a key card that should give you access to the vault.
I'm a fucking beast!
You're a fucking beast, damn sure. That's some precision snagging right there. I'm not worried because I just pick up these here and I can get it. .4. The radius is getting longer. Or not the radius, the duration is getting longer. The more trophies I pick up, and I'm not even halfway. I'm about almost halfway. Best way to aim this thing, though, is to do this.
checking for the key card.
Fucking dead that quick. That was the boss that I just fucking dropped. He died so quick.
Looks like that key card is the one we were looking for.
$18.6 now. Let's make sure I didn't drop any here. Any trophies behind? No, I didn't. So, the next time you doubt the Memento backpack about durations, maybe look at it. Check this out. Let's go to the sticky bomb variants. Okay, so we got 18.6 on that. 35.2 on that. Imagine EMPing somebody for fucking 35 seconds and they can't
Hostile
do
radio
shit.
intercepted.
That's nasty.
It's the fucking
And we're not even
division.
fully
Roach wants
propped.
everyone back at
It
headquarters.
looks like we are, but we're actually not. Oh, he's almost dead already. So he died. Yeah, that happened. He didn't last very long either. Because he thought he was real good. 18.9. Let's see how quick we can kill the next room. That was pretty quick actually, kill that room I was just in.
The vault's just up ahead.
Who's that?
Shit.
Vital signs critical.
Fired. Oh, he's dead. My bad. So sorry for your loss. Let's go back there and pick up that thing off him. So let me tell you something about the fire sticky bomb. When you shoot it at somebody and you stick them with it, wait about 5 seconds before you detonate it. Don't detonate it right away. Wait. Wait about 5 seconds, then detonate. Trust me, you'll see why.
Authentication successful. Access granted. Hostile radio intercepted.
Oh, sorry, I didn't pick up the card, my bad.
Fucking division got into the vault.
It's cool. We moved the president. He's tucked away nice and cozy upstairs.
So let's try this now.
Holy shit. They pulled the president out of the wreckage. Agent, you got a new assignment. Find out where the president is being held and get him back. Sync Isaac with a bank security system.
Fire
There should be a
starter.
data center near the vault.
We've tried it with the fire turret. We've tried it with the fire sticky bomb.
Incoming backup request.
Now we're gonna try it with this. It's probably gonna be shit. So, in the end, I'm telling you, the fire sticker mine is probably gonna be the way to go.
Beginning search query.
Now we wait.
Search query finished. Subject located.
It's President Ellis. I'll have a helicopter on standby to extract him.
Outlaw down procedure. Initiated.
That doesn't sound good.
Oh.
Isaac, do you have a way out of the vault?
Searching for way out of the vault. 0 matches.
Piece of shit wristwatch. Okay, let me see. If you can punch through the west wall, there's a maintenance tunnel running alongside your position. It's a long shot, but it's the only one we got.
So the cloud duration is at 36%, but the burn is at 15. Now let's switch over to my favorite one, which will be this bad boy right here. This Master of Destruction has a 32.7 second burn duration. He's pretty nasty. It's the strongest fire in the game. And the nastiest, obviously. I've gotten somebody in PvP with this quite a few times, actually. And fire, there's no saving your ass. You're dead.
Isaac, plot a path to the President's location.
Highlighting most expedient path.
Son of a bitch, it actually worked. Thanks, Isaac.
Hey, Condon. Give me 10 bucks, man. And Isaac's like, you're not welcome, asshole. Oh, guess what we have here? We have a girl hiding a corner who we're going to barbecue. Just because we don't. Call the elevator, let's go. Alright. Come downstairs, use it again. you thought you were gonna see pink unicorns, guess again.
I've got the goddamn division breathing down my neck! Thank God you're here. Get the mine off me!
You do die. Just going to get worse.
Mine on the way!
Oh no, he's down. You motherfucking piece of shit. You touched him in that spot again. Oh, you little bastard.
Serious trauma detected.
You little fucking faggot.
Agent deceased.
Good, you deserve to die. You shouldn't have rushed that big guy, dumbass. Not me. I'm talking about this stupid idiot that fucking rushed him. Of course, when he goes down, you only have 19 seconds, and the big guy's fucking sitting there waiting for me. Asshole. They need to make the NPCs a little smarter. Like, if you're out and somebody. I'll be right back.
Agent in need of backup.
Fuck. Holy shit, I have. Ridiculous. Yes, women are slow.
You're gonna need to get the access codes to the vault to recover the item the hyena stole from Air Force One. Our hyena insider says whoever's posted it in the old CEO's office will have a key card that should give you access to the vault.
Was waiting on her.
Agent requesting backup.
She's like, I'm gonna go to bed now. Almost 20 minutes in the making. All over now. Barbecue chicken. Interesting. Hopefully that's just the washer doing that. Yeah, don't miss those trophies. Gotta make sure you get them. We are gonna have a BBQ right here.
What are we waiting for?
Help me!
Launching grenades.
Killed one of us.
See how it doesn't refresh? You know why it doesn't refresh? Because the Fire Seeker mine is the most powerful in the game when it comes to burn.
Checking for the key card.
Just want you to pay attention to the burn duration on this fucking thing. Check it out, he's still burning pretty good. Still going pretty good. As a matter of fact, he burns so long that my seeker mine's ready again. This will probably kill him. If it doesn't, it'll be pretty close. There we go, now we're at 40. It's almost ready again. That should kill him. His armor should start busting up pretty good now. His armor just broke again. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, they can take a really good punishment when it comes to fire. But if that was a human and I would have hit him with the seeker mine like that, like if I would have used this, let's say he was right there and I hit him right there, and that detonated on top of him, two things would have happened. A, he would have dropped instantly, or maybe not. If he didn't drop instantly, he definitely would be hurting like a motherfucker, and he would have been burning like crazy. I've used the air burst on people, and it's, yeah, they don't live. 9 times out of 10, they're
Looks like
dead.
that key card is the one we were looking for.
There's the odd person that might survive it, but then they're going to be so weak that you'll be able to just use your gun to finish them off. And if you're using the capacitor, it's perfect because you get 6 tiers of skill, right? So you get 45% weapon
Hostile
damage.
radio intercepted.
That's what it gives you.
It's the fucking
using the
division.
capacitor.
Roach wants everyone back at headquarters.
But you have to be using that weapon.
Immediate medical assistance needed. Collect these while he's burning. Well, he's still on fire and he's now he's in trouble. He'll probably survive it, but he might not, because every time his armor breaks, it gets stronger. Like it is right now. Well, I thought he was going to live to get to the corner, but he actually died. A very violent death, unfortunately. So, as you can see, my burn duration on my Fire Seeker mine is 37.5 seconds. That's fucking nasty. What do you call that? I call that night-night.
The vault's just up ahead.
Like, it's gonna be super good. Yeah, they're gonna die quick. That is what I like to call the eclipse effect. Very deadly. No mercy.
Authentication successful. Access granted.
Can you see that little symbol at the bottom of the screen that looks like a little calculator? Let me show you what happens with that. So that's activated, which means when I do this, and I use that skill, oh, it's back.
Hostile radio intercepted.
It doesn't matter. Even if I would have hit an enemy with it, it still would have gave it back to me.
It's
Because
cool.
that
We moved the president.
is
He's tucked away nice and
perfectly
cozy
skilled.
upstairs.
30% chance to
Holy
reset
shit.
skill cooldowns.
They
When you
pulled
see
the
that
president
calculator
out of the
activated
wreckage.
at the bottom,
Agent,
if
you
I
got a new
use
assignment. Find out where the president is being held and get him
Someone's gotta
back.
shut up for a minute.
Sync Isaac with a bank security system. There should be a data center near the vault.
okay. So if I was to use like a chem launcher round, and I didn't use my secret mine, it would give me back a chem launcher round right away. Depends on what I use first, or whatever skill I used first. Not what I used first, but what I do use first. So if I decide to use the secret mine instead of the chem launcher first, it'll give me my secret mine back immediately. Even if it hits somebody, doesn't matter. It immediately gives it back.
Beginning search query.
I see the big guy coming. Probably gonna come there. No, this will trump it no matter what. That does like 1,000,000 damage, by the way, when it hits. Like when it jumps onto you. Just the explosion itself does 1,000,000 damage. Notice how it's not refreshing the duration of that? It's because it needs to be this. Watch. See, it doesn't refresh it? Because it can't. It's not strong. It's not strong enough to do so.
Search query finished. Subject located.
President Ellis. I'll have a helicopter on standby to extract him.
Allow lockdown procedure initiated.
That doesn't sound good.
Hey, motherfucker.
Isaac, do you have a way out of the vault?
That was silly, wasn't
Searching
it?
for a
Oh,
way
you
out of
slid
the
all the way
vault.
down the
0
stairs.
matches.
Bitch.
Piece of shit wristwatch. Okay, let me see. If you can punch through the west wall, there's a maintenance tunnel running alongside your position. It's a long shot, but it's the only one we got.
So, yeah. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that we got 37 and a half seconds on that. We got 15 seconds on that. I mean, but here's the thing. Like I said, because the airburst seeker mine is the most powerful fire in the game, when you hit somebody with it, if you try to use the chem launcher on them, it will not reset it. It will not refresh its duration because it is not as strong as the fire seeker mine. The fire seeker mine is the only thing. If you use that on somebody and they somehow survived, it is the only thing that can refresh its rate. Because that's how it goes. It goes whatever weapon is stronger. So for example, if I used a chem launcher on somebody and then they're on fire and I hit them with the sticky bomb fire, it will refresh its duration because the sticky fire is actually stronger than the chem launcher. But neither one of those weapons are as strong as the airburst seeker mine. So if I put the air seeker mine on somebody, neither one of those will refresh the duration because they're not as strong. Once again, a underrated skill that most people don't use. When they use fire, they use the sticky bomb. When they use fire, they use the chem launcher. Only people like me that know how to fucking use the airburst seeker mine, you will see using the airburst seeker mine. Because we know that it is the most powerful
Isaac,
fucking
plot a
mine of
path to
all.
the president's location.
Highlighting most expedient route.
Son of a bitch, it actually worked. Thanks, Isaac.
You know, I don't want to say this. I don't want to take credit for this, but I do kind of want to take credit for it. I was not seeing some of the stuff I see in this game until I started doing some of these builds. Like, I'm serious. I have not seen shit so rampant in fucking conflict, especially conflict, because I use the, I've always used Creeping Death on all my fire builds usually, and I never really saw people using it. It was rare to see somebody using it, and it just so happens that now suddenly every time I go to conflict, they're running the fire fucking thing there with Creeping Death, or they're running the Imperial Dynasty with Creeping Death. Like, just kind of odd. That's all.
Incoming backup request.
You don't understand. Stop that division breathing down my neck.
I'm not even thinking about my left. I mean, like it. All that is deception. Baby girl, you're on fire, buddy.
Give him an earpiece and get him on comms.
That is the worst thing you can do is try to fucking rush me when you've got the fucking guys right there. Like, hello. You ever heard of the Eclipse virus? I'm wearing the gear. Oh, shit. He wants to play hockey. Hold on. Let me just see what he wants. I'm still here, guys. Alright. I'm going to end this with a have a good night, enjoy the video, and if you're new, please don't hesitate to give it a like, subscribe, and hit the bell. I'll be back. I might be streaming hockey, though, so, and I might not. I might just play without streaming it, but I think I might stream it, so have a good night, guys. Thanks for watching.